Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cut to the Chase Sports Podcast. You know, it's a big episode today. There's a lot of big games going on, so we're going to play something that we haven't done in a minute. So here we go.
ATL Jacob.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cut to the Chase Sports Podcast. We bring unique insight and analysis behind your favorite teams at the collegiate and professional levels. I am your host, Chase Johnson. To my right, I have good friend Brady King. Brady, what's going on with you?
Not much. This is my favorite episode of the week. I don't care that Matt has this saying. I'm going to say it anyways. I'm just going to take both from now on. It's a great week. It's the biggest week so far this year, maybe of the whole season. So I'm really excited to get going, talking about it, breaking it down, ready to see Matt's picks, see what he's got to say on bets this week. And I'm just ready to get going. I can't wait for Saturday.
Man, he is just really taking your flow, Matt, right there. Copy my whole – I'm not going to say whole thing. Copying my whole flow is basically what's going on. Matt, what's going on with you? How you doing?
He's muted.
He's muted.
Bro, you're muted.
He's muted. What the Okay, now you're not. Well, hold on. He's got some difficulties going on over there. I might have muted him. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure this whole thing out. Matt's playing Mine Below. It's okay. We'll get Matt's things in a couple of seconds.
Dude, you got me.
Okay, now we got you. Now we.
There you go.
It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
What happened?
Dude, the video played like a minute later than it should.
What?
Wow.
On my screen. Dude, it was crazy.
By the way,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready for this week. Okay. We're going to turn and fucking burn. The Buckeyes are the biggest fucking week of the year right here so far. I can't fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait.
Yes, we definitely know that, and it's going to be a fun show to get into. Before we get into things like this video, subscribe to us on YouTube. There's actually a comment here real quick. It's not about college football, but it's from good friend Connor Jackson. Do you guys think Monday Night Football is cursed? It sure as heck seems like it's cursed. What it has not been good. DeMar Hamlin, Aaron Rodgers, Nick Chubb, the three names that you need to know. Matt just shut off his computer. He'll be right back in just a moment. So here's Matt on his – nope, just kidding. Now here's Matt on his phone. We're good. We got you, Matt. We got you. We're rolling. We're rolling into the show. So here we go. The first game of the day, Florida State and Clemson. I'll ask Brady about this one first. What do you think when it regards to Florida State, Jordan Travis taking on Cade Klubnik and Clemson?
I am very excited for this game. I always look forward to Clemson's biggest games of the year because I root for them to lose every single time. I hate Clemson. They're one of my top three least favorite teams. So I'm very excited to watch. In terms of the game, really, really excited to see Jordan Travis against this Clemson defense because Clemson has a really good defense. It's top 5 in America, in my opinion. They got a lot of athletes, great linebacker unit there. Solid defensive backcourt as well. It's going to be interesting to see Jordan Travis against them. And then I'm excited to see Andrew Wiggins, Clemson's corner, versus Keon Coleman. Or
Wiggins.
Or Johnny Wilson. So I'm excited to see that matchup. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to see Clemson's offense fail against Florida State's defense, hopefully. Hopefully that happens. It might not. Florida State's pass defense isn't great, so we'll see if Cade Klubnik can get it rolling a little bit. But so far, I've not liked what I saw from Klubnik, but I can't win this game at Clemson. Huge game.
What sticks out to you, Matt, as he hops back onto the show? What sticks out to you about this game,
You can't close
Matt?
out of the app. You can't.
You're on your phone.
Since you're on the phone, you got to stay. You have to stay.
I am. I haven't left.
He's good. All right.
No, you're good. I'm just making sure you know.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
Matt.
Go ahead, ask.
What do you think about this Florida State Clemson game? What sticks out to you?
Oh, dude, I can't wait for this game. High noon kick, right? The appetizer to the big day, I guess you could say here. I'll tell you this much. I would say Clemson is kind of challenged offensively, especially through the air. But I will say this. I think Florida through the air. So if you're going to say, I think it's going to come down to whose weakness is better. You get what I'm saying? Can Clemson make enough plays through the air to be able to move the ball consistently? Because if not, Florida State will just load the blocks and try to slow down Will Shipley in the running attack and everything like that. So it's going to be a big deal, a big load on Cade Klubnik, if you will, for him. Can Clemson and Garrett Riley in this offense get enough going through the air and try to take advantage of Florida State's secondary? Like I said on our first show this week, dude, I mean, Boston College made them look bad a couple of times deep down the field. So watch out for that game between the game there.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why does it keep doing that?
You just keep coming off the screen.
Keep cutting in and out, but
Well,
we'll get it figured out.
Dude, it's not my fucking fault. I'm not leaving the screen. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
There he goes.
I'll we'll figure it out. Go to the next game. This game Matt wouldn't really care about at all. He'd probably get mad that we're talking about this game. It's number 16 Oklahoma and Cincinnati. So Brady, I'll let you take this one. What do you think about this matchup on Big Noon kickoff? Matt, we are talking about this game, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, so
this Brady, game fucking sucks. Oklahoma's gonna beat the shit out of them.
Oklahoma plays at Cincinnati at noon.
Oh my god.
It's very odd to see Oklahoma playing at Cincinnati. Usually that wouldn't happen because usually Power 5 teams don't play Group of 5 teams. But now obviously Cincinnati's joined the Big 12, so this is now a conference game. So it's a lot more normal. I think it should be interesting to see what Oklahoma can do versus their first solid opponent, I would say, because they've been playing some really bad teams and really destroying them. Oklahoma's offense has been flying, has been amazing this year. So we'll see what can happen there. I wouldn't expect this to be a highly competitive game, but being at Cincinnati, you never know. We'll see what Oklahoma is really about and see what Brent Venables can do here this game.
Yep. Bearcat faithful, we got to see what happens and bounce back from an atrocious loss against Miami, Ohio. Matt, you have no thoughts on this game, I would assume. Is that right?
Dylan Gabriel and Oklahoma are going to beat the piss out of Cincinnati.
I'm very glad to say. And then you have,
holy
good
shit.
Oh, hey. How are you, Asian Bosh? Hope you're doing well. It was great to meet you. I need to give that shout out. Met her on Friday last Friday at Lincoln Tower Fields before her daughter was doing pregame band stuff, and it was great to meet her. So I just want to give that shout out. And there
you go.
Awesome.
There you go. Good story and everything. But I also got to say this, Matt. Your opinion doesn't matter. Fuck you, Cats by 90. Let's go to the next. I'm just kidding. All right, Colorado, Oregon. Big storyline. Travis Hunter not playing in this game. He got knocked out of the Colorado State game. Lacerated liver. I mean, wow, that's really something you don't hear every single day. Matt, what's the key to success for Colorado to pull the upset off in Eugene?
Key to success is to protect Shadur Sanders, because if they don't protect, and their offensive line is fucking horrible. If they can't protect against Oregon defense, they're not great, but I mean they're going to be the best at one of the better defenses in the Pac-12, I should say. So I just, if they can protect Shadur Sanders, they're going to have a chance to put up some points in this game. But it really, really sucks. Really sucks not having Travis Hunter. I mean, he's overall one of the most talented players in college football, both offensively and defensively. It just sucks, and I just hope that it's a good game to watch and it's entertaining. But Colorado's going to have to protect Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough deficit to overcome on both sides of the ball. Not something that you hear that much from one player, on both sides. Brady, the Bo Nix hype train. Are you on it or not?
Yeah. So Bo Nix's college career has been one of the most fascinating maybe I've ever seen. So he starts out big time recruit, borderline 5-star, high 4-star, whatever you want to call it, to Auburn. Gets the starting job as a freshman, beats out multiple guys that have been in the program, like Malik Willis. He actually beat out Malik Willis his freshman year, started Auburn. And he starts out on a very high note. He didn't have the greatest, most efficient game, but he threw a game-winning touchdown pass against Oregon.
Yep.
There we go. His new team. And Justin Herbert there. And then he was just awful. I mean, he was so bad to close out that 2019 season, other than against Alabama. And then the entirety of 2020 and 2021 was just bad. The people would give out nicknames such as throw picks, since it rhymes. And many other nicknames that rhyme with Bo Nix.
Bo picks.
There's a lot more. I've heard some crazy nicknames for him, but it's crazy.
Bo sucks dicks.
Yeah, that has also been thrown out. Stuff like that. Not exactly, but anyways, now he's like a Heisman level candidate quarterback with he's good. He's a top 10 quarterback in college football. Was great at Oregon last year and has a good offense around him. So Bo Nix is a great player.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how things play out. Good friend of mine, Timothy Lyons. Primetime needs to sell his soul to win this game. Well, You got that, and then you also got USC the following week. So he might have to sell his soul twice, and I don't know how that's going to go. But we'll see. It could happen. All right, next game. There's a lot of 3:30 games. I mean, think about all the major networks that have great 3:30 games. As this one, UCLA number 22 taking on number 11 Utah. I picked Carson Steele to lead the country in rushing, and Matt was giving me a bunch of shit about it, and I don't care.
By the way, that pick looks really good. I mean, they run the ball really well. There's a chance that you end up being right about that. If that happens, I will eat shit for you. I will say I'll eat shit. But
all right,
I'm telling you right now, it doesn't look as bad as what I thought it would be. So it actually looks really good. I mean, UCLA running the ball wise, very good. Their freshman quarterback Moore, I mean, he's really good. Chip Kelly rather has got them humming in the right direction. Utah, always going to be a tough matchup. This game is at Utah, correct?
Yes, it is.
-4.5, I think is the line. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I'm not sure if it's going to even be on our TV screen, but we got 3 TVs, so you never know. That 3:30 window is really special this week. But that's going to be a really competitive game. It wouldn't shock me at all. But I think the key ends up, can Utah score enough to keep up with UCLA's offense? Because correct me if I'm wrong, I still think Cam Rising's out. Is that correct or no?
I am not positive.
We have not.
I think he's still out. As far as I know, I think he's still out. So
Utah's been
they've been rolling, but without Cam Rising playing against a good Pac-12 team, can they score enough points? So I think that'll be the key to this game.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Brady, give me your 2 cents on this before we go on to the next game.
If I end up watching this game, I'm mostly ready to watch UCLA and their quarterback situation. I'm not sure if Dante Moore is going to get all the snaps, but he's definitely the most intriguing player on that entire roster. I mean, he was a 5-star, was between Michigan, Notre Dame, and Oregon. Commits to Oregon, then somehow decommits, goes to UCLA. It was in Michigan State, but then he goes to flips to UCLA out of the blue, and then he gets some playing time. I've seen him a little bit throwing some dimes. This dude's a 5-star talent for sure. So I'm ready to see him throw the ball some more against a top 11 team.
Yeah. So I mean, this is definitely a good game. We're not going to undersell it at all. Just a lot of TVs and a lot of good games going on to 3:30, especially this one. Alabama could have their second loss of the season potentially in September. I don't know when the last time that ever happened was, but you got number 15 Ole Miss taking on number 13 Alabama Saturday 3:30 p.m. on CBS. Brady, give me the Ole Miss perspective. How should they come into this game? How are they going to win this game?
I mean, really, if you injure Jalen Milroe, you can't not win this game. I mean, God dang, Tyler Buckner is awful. Like, I just need to state this real quick. I mean, obviously, that there's more to it than that. Ole Miss is going to have to throw the ball a lot, in my opinion. They won't win by running the ball. But now, well, they're going to have to get Quinshon his touches. But, this Alabama defense can stop the run. Their pass defense is yet again not as good as it was expected. However, Tyler Buckner, man, just a horrific quarterback. I don't know if it was last week how I talked about how Jalen Milroe is way better than him. I don't know why they're doing this. I think it might have been. I might have said that on here. Buckner is so bad. Like, I can't believe he's that bad. Like, out of high school, I never was a big fan of him. And going into last year, I had so much confidence in Ohio State to stop their offense because he was the quarterback, which did happen. Like, his only completions down the field were where he just tossed the ball up in the air, and it was like a lucky catch. But that guy sucks. Anyways, throw the ball down the field against Bama. You got to try to hook up on some. And then defensively, honestly, just try to QB contain Milroe from running and you're good. He can throw it down the field decent, but he makes bad decisions time to time, so just contain him.
Matt, how does Alabama stand a chance in this game?
Well, they are favored at home. So I think they stand a chance. However, I mean, I'm going to be real with you. Lane Kiffin has never struggled to move the ball and put up points against Bama. It's always been stopping them. It's been the problem in this game. 63-48 was one of the recent scores in this series. If you guys remember correctly, I believe I picked Ole Miss to win the division. I'm going to stick there and ride with that one. Jackson Dart and Quinshon Judkins are going to – I mean, I think they're going to have a really good game. I do. I think it's going to be hard to run the ball against Bama, but Lane Kiffin's going to be able to loosen them up. I just don't know. I don't think Bama can score enough fucking points. Bama's going to need some defensive some turnovers, some special teams, big plays, things of that nature to be able to score enough points in this one.
Yep. It's going to be, a struggle for Bama to do that. We'll see. They obviously are favored at home. It's not.
Hold on before I get. Let me cut you off for a second. I'm sorry. I know you can't always use transitive property, but I'm going to use it here because I just don't give a fuck. South Florida Bama beat South Florida only 17-3 in a dogfight with them. In a dogfight, and South Florida beat the shit out of Western Kentucky. So it's
opposite way around. No, you said that wrong. You said South Florida beat Western.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I know what you meant. I said it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, Western Kentucky destroyed South Florida.
I said it wrong.
And basically what he's saying is we destroyed.
Yes, I said it wrong, Brady. Fuck.
I know. You're lagging too, so I'm trying to help you out.
All right.
Okay, whatever. Nope, I'm not going to.
Okay. All right. We got you on that, though, Matt. We got you on that. He's lagging, so we'll see what happens. Really quick, we're going to look at the Oregon State and Washington State game. I'm just laughing at seeing Matt's lag face on the screen. Oregon State, Washington State, really quickly. People call him DJU. What do you think of
Big
him so
Cinco.
far? Big Cinco, wow.
Yeah, I think DJ, he was probably my worst take on this podcast. I said in 2021, going into the year, that he'd be the best quarterback in all of college football. I thought that was warranted at the time, being that the year before in his 2 starts, he had 2 of Clemson's highest passing yardage games ever, replacing Trevor Lawrence. And I really thought he would be just as good, if not better, than Trevor Lawrence was in college. That did not turn out to be the case. I was wrong about it. But a lot of that is Clemson's system, in my opinion. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, top 10-ish, top 15. I think he's a really good quarterback, like I once thought he was. The arm strength is very much there. He's a huge body frame, so he can run the ball too. And now that he has a good O-line and a good coaching staff, DJU is back to business. So I think DJ is a big key in Oregon State's success in the Pac-12 this year.
All right. Yes. Matt, you told me before when we were talking about games that you didn't care about this one. So
I just don't give a shit. I think DJU's a pretty good player, but I don't give a fuck. We're good there.
All right, there you go. Iowa, Penn State, 7:30 on CBS. That's a game that we'll have on the other screen. Obviously, not the main game we'll be watching, but
No shot. Yep.
Yeah, obviously. But what does Iowa have to do to pull off the upset during the whiteout? Like, this is like almost irrelevant. What do they have to do to win the game, Matt?
Force turnovers for sure.
Yep.
Their best receiving target, Luke Lachey, son of former offensive lineman, Super Bowl champion Jim Lachey for Ohio State. He's their son. Their best receiving target is their tight end. He's out for the year with a leg injury. And Iowa will be without their 2 top running backs in this game. So, God damn it. God fucking damn it. Combine their 2 top running backs and their best receiving target being out. If you say that to Iowa, who's already probably one of the worst fucking offenses ever already, I don't know how the fuck they're going to be able to score. So I'm going to have to say they're going to have to force a lot of turnovers, some special teams, some weird shit, maybe hope for like a monsoon in Happy Valley or something. Only way they can score enough points in this month.
Well, pray to the Lord, see what happens, and I don't know after that for Iowa. But Brady, does Drew Aller bounce back pretty easily this week? Obviously, last week he had like 200 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. But what do you think of Drew Aller's going to do this week?
It might be another struggle for him. Iowa and Illinois might be the 2 most like confusing defenses to play against in all of college football, and he has them back-to-back weeks. So that's tough. Like we've seen many quarterbacks struggle against Iowa. So I will say this. I think he's going to play well at home for the most part against Iowa. Playing well against Iowa is not turning the ball over and being decently efficient at quarterback. Like that's all he's got to do. And it's going to be tough, though. There very well could be some interceptions this game. Will I be watching this game? Not a single second. We're only going to have one TV on during this game, like you guys know. We're going to have our full focus on that. But, after the game, maybe during the game, I'm sure we'll see some updates of this game. So we'll see how Drew Aller did. But, yeah, that's all I got to say. Right. One time, I will say, I did say Drew Aller was ahead of Sam Hartman in my quarterback rankings earlier. I don't think that anymore after watching them going down the year. I think Sam is the better player for sure.
Well, maybe after Saturday we might have something different. The rankings might be the same. Who knows? But we got through all the muck of those Saturday games, and not to say that any of those games are slouches at all, but we got through it, and here we go. Number 6, Ohio State. Number 9, Notre Dame. Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on NBC. Our guy Noah Eagle on the call with Todd Blackledge. Matt's been texting us the whole week and before about this entire thing. So, Brady, if you have the kindness in your heart, we'll let Matt go first and let him just insinuate everything. Oh, all right.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. He can go first. I'll tell you after he says all his like terrible information. I'll give you the real scoop. I'm just playing. Go ahead,
Matt. Go away with your terrible information.
Yeah, terrible. I didn't want to be too harsh. I could have said something way worse. About
it. I don't know.
Go Irish. What?
Who said that?
Look in the comments.
My good friend Tim Lyons. Damn, that's rough.
Fuck him. Sorry, Tim. Keep watching. All I gotta say is this. I am so excited for this game. So excited for this game. So excited. Chase, get your ass up.
Dude, what the fuck? Holy shit.
I cannot wait.
That's terrible.
I have been on this game for the whole year. We've been just waiting and waiting.
I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off to break the record. Matt talks like this all the time.
Yes, I did.
Right.
It was nothing personal.
Go.
So, we're a 3-point favorite coming in. I was hoping we'd be underdogs. I knew we wouldn't be, but I was hoping we would be. Breaking it down. What are you laughing at, Brady? I just
break it down. Break it down.
Just talk, bro.
breaking it down, I think Notre Dame is a very good team this year. I think they're better than they were last year. I think we're worse than we were last year. But that doesn't mean we're not very good. And I think we are very good. And I think our defense is even better, is way better than it was last year so far. I said last week when we were breaking down Western Kentucky, if we could come out and play really well against them and do some good things and limit them in the passing game, I thought that would be a humongous win for this defense and humongous win for our program. We only gave up 10 points, forced some interceptions, had an interception return for a touchdown. I mean, we did things very well against the passing attack. Notre Dame comes at it with more of a balanced approach. They have a great running back in Estime. We got some good skill guys on the outside, Chris Tyree, Sam Hartman. Great. They have great offensive tackles.
Chris Tyree sucks. He's no good receiver. Come on now.
I said they got some skill guys out there.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. You said great. You got great. You said great. That's why I had to say something. All right,
whatever. Fuck it. Solid, good skill guys out there for Sam Hartman to throw to. They got a young freshman receiver that's really good. I just think what the game's going to come down to Kyle McCord. If he could come in there and I don't think they do have good corners. God, I can't remember his fucking name. Morrison, number 20 is really good. Morrison, yes, that's what I thought it was. Morrison, number 20 is really good. John Baptiste, the defensive end, the guy that plays for him now, he's a former Ohio State transfer.
That never played.
That never played for us. That's what I was about to say at the end. But I just think it comes down to how good Kyle plays. I really do. I think the growth last week in all aspects was tremendous. Throwing the ball down the field. He did miss a couple easy throws early. I think we use our running game to get that, get him kind of run the ball really well. Trey has been running the ball really, really, really well. Really well. So I'm very intrigued about this matchup. I feel really good about it.
Running well?
Yes. Trey has been running really, really, really well. and I'm just excited. I'm so excited for this game. It's a night game on the road, somewhat hostile.
Is it a night game? Is it a night game?
All right, guys. Fuck you. I'm fucking done. Brady, go.
No, you can keep going. You can keep going.
No, I'm fucking done. Go.
Okay, so here we go. Here's my analysis. I thought Matt hit on some really good points. I think this is like maybe the biggest game in a while I can remember that's like totally on the quarterback. Like I think Kyle McCord is the X factor in this game for us. And I don't think I've thought that. Maybe against Georgia last year I would have said CJ is the X factor, which he turned out to, I would say, be. But before that, I can't think of the last time it was quarterback is the X factor in the game. Because I think I trust our DBs. I think they'll have some throws for sure that they make, but I trust our DBs to limit those. I trust our running backs. I even trust our O-line. I really do. I don't think it's a terrible O-line. We'll see. I don't think it's terrible. Kyle McCord, man, can he make throws down the field against this defense? Notre Dame has the best defense we've played by far. They have the best offense we've played. Sam Hartman is really good. He can throw the football. He can throw across the middle of the field, maybe better than any quarterback in the country. I've watched some Notre Dame film. You'll see some a little bit of on my segment, BK's Broiling, or BK.
Oh,
Broiling.
boy.
You're going to see some of that talked about more, but Sam Hartman can throw it. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I think if Kyle McCord plays well, we can win. For Notre Dame, their best players on both sides of the ball, from what I've seen, in my opinion, obviously Sam Hartman, Joe Alt on offense, and probably Estime. Those are their top three on offense for sure. Defensively, Benjamin Morrison is their best player on defense. Other than that, there isn't a guy on their defense that I'm like, oh, no, we got to play this guy. They got Cam Hart at their other corner, so they got a good cornerback duo. But their safeties don't scare me. Xavier Watts, he used to play receiver. He doesn't scare me. Other than that, their defense I don't think is amazing. I think our offense, if we can play great, can move the ball. I mean, they got Baptiste, like Matt said. We should be able to limit him. So Very, very excited for this game. Can't wait to see how we play. Especially, let's get some pressure on Sam Hartman. We need to get pressure on Sam Hartman this game. JT, Jack, and Kenyatta, Mitchell Melton, whoever going to put there needs to get pressure. So.
Yeah, going to be a big aspect of the game on Saturday. We're going to move into some segments, and then we're going to pick these games. I just want to do a PSA announcement. More Bounce to the Ounce will return at the start of October. I got to get a little bit of, just a little bit more insight on some more of these teams, and I do stock up and stock down because I'm not going to lie. Why the hell am I making this stuff in week 4 when we don't know true teams' identities? So it's gonna come back in October, and a lot of my focus right now is on the 0-2 Bengals and all that. And you guys can catch me talking about that. Bengals Blitz. You all check out Run the Jungle Podcast Network, all that. Just all that stuff. All right. But I'm going to take a break with the more Bounce to the Ounce type stuff until October when I get a better feel and grasp for these teams. So we're going to roll right into BK Broiling. Give you the solo layout, and here you go.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Yeah. So, all right. I get it. All right. So I've been ready for this one. I've been studying for this one. It's going to probably be my my best BK Broiling yet. Okay. So what I'm going to do today, I've decided I'm going to do Ohio State versus Notre Dame position by position. Tell you which team. I've watched every game of both teams this week. Ohio State, I've just watched every game, not this week necessarily. Notre Dame, I watched all 4 of their games they played because they played one extra this week. Trying to determine who's better at which position. So, start out at QB. Now, QB, you've got one guy that was a low recruit, committed to Wake Forest, started there for like 5 years, has a ton of records, and definitely outplayed his recruiting ranking. And then you go to Ohio State, you got a highly sought-after recruit, Kyle McCord out of St. Joe's Prep, borderline 5-star, high 4-star, whatever you want to call it, who is starting his first season. Now, it's yet to be determined who will be better, but right now you got to give it to Sam Hartman. After watching Notre Dame play, he has an argument that he's been a top 3 quarterback in college football for sure this year so far. He's got 13 touchdown passes, 0 picks, and it's not that he doesn't put the ball in harm's way because he does. He just is very accurate when he throws the ball down the field into harm's way across the middle. He really has impressed me with his deep ball as well. He was really good at that at Wake Forest as well, but I didn't know how well it would translate because that was a gimmicky offense, and it has translated greatly. He is the best Notre Dame quarterback I've seen, so he's for sure they got the quarterback there. Running backs, people might debate this. I've seen Notre Dame fans say opposite. It's definitely Ohio State. You can't really. Sure, Otto Estime is the leading rusher out of both teams. That's because we haven't fed Trey the ball. Travion Henderson is the best running back on either of these teams. We've known this for multiple years now. He's more dynamic. He is faster. He can cut better. I know he cut bad last year, but he can cut really good when he's healthy. It's one of his best traits, actually. Mayan Williams has to be injured. Like, he really has to be. That's what I was thinking. Like, he has to be tweaked somewhere because he didn't get any carries in real time. Chip Tranum, though, absolute beast, freak athlete. Those 3 running backs, Estime would be running back 2 at Ohio State at best. I'm not sure. I think he's closer to Chip than he is to Trey, but he's still a great player. But Ohio State takes running back quite easily. Receiver, this is the biggest gap on this list. Ohio State clears here. Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Ibuka, Julian Fleming, Carnell Tate, Jaden Ballard. You just go down the list. Our wide receiver 3, Julian Fleming, would be wide receiver 1 in Notre Dame, in my opinion. Carnell Tate, if he would have committed to Notre Dame, he would start for sure because that was one of his top teams. But this group is just massively over the group Notre Dame has of Jaden Thomas, Deion Colsey, Tobias Harris, who is a deep threat, and the freshman, God dang it, Jaden Greathouse. So Ohio State there. Tight end, Buckeyes, just Cade Stover is the most experienced out of the group, and overall just the most productive. Notre Dame's tight ends aren't bad though. They're young tight ends that have a skill set. We also have a deep group of G. Scott and Joe Royer. O-line, Notre Dame. This one is also no question. They have arguably the best offensive tackle in the country in Joe Alt. Their other one, Blake Fisher, is a pretty good player as well. on their overall O-line, just with those two alone. Our interior is better, but tackles matter more. They get that one. Corner. This one's close. You got Denzel Burke and Davison Igbinosun and Jordan Hancock. You got to go all three there because we got a 3 deep versus Benjamin Morrison and Cam Hart. If you'd have told me last year, I would have given it to Notre Dame. Benjamin Morrison was the best player in the group out of all those. But now that Denzel Burke is playing the way he is, I think he's the best corner in this whole group because he's proved it his freshman year, took a little bit of a gap, didn't play great last year, and now he's playing out of this world, pass breakups after pass breakups. And then Davison Igbinosun, I think, is just as good, if not better, than Cam Hart. And then we have that third corner in Jordan Hancock, which I don't believe they have a guy that is as effective as Jordan Hancock as their third corner. Go to safety. This one's pretty easily Ohio State. Sonny Styles, Lathan Ransom. Lathan Ransom has played with safety for a long time at Ohio State. Very experienced. Josh Proctor, same with him, has played for a long time, 6-year senior. And I would just take that over Xavier Watts and company. Notre Dame safeties aren't bad, but just not as good. Linebackers, again, Ohio State wins this one for sure. Tommy Eichenberg, Steele Chambers. They have Bertrand and I forget the other one's name. Number 8. He's a pretty good player. Number 8. He has long hair. They have some pretty good linebackers, but Tommy Eichenberg kind of wins that one for us. And then D-line, once again, obviously, it's clear this one's Ohio State. There are like 6th-string defensive end is their number 1 defensive end with Javonte Jean-Baptiste. We have the better defensive tackles. We have more depth on the D-line. So overall, Ohio State takes the cake in this position battle. But the fact that this game is at Notre Dame at night and they're more experienced as a team, they got the older quarterback and the better O-line, still makes this an extremely interesting game to see who's going to win. And even though we win most of the positions, that does not mean I think this is going to be a blowout by any means of the imagination.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
Great job. Great job.
A lot there, you know.
I got called out in the comments for being biased, but I'd like to hear the dispute. I'd like to hear which position I'm wrong about, and I'll gladly give my reason.
It's all good. It's all good.
Who's calling?
I want to hear the comment. I want to.
Okay. All right.
I want to get the explanation. Yeah, I just want to explain.
But we'll get a little conversation going here in a minute. Matt, it is time for your segment of Matt's Picks.
Matt's Picks, folks. We're back. We are back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Well, 7-2 on the year. We went 2-1 last week. Okay, we are 7-2 on the year. Matt's Picks against the spread. Here we go. Last week, we should have been fucking 3-0. We got fucked by Iowa. They were throwing the ball. They were up 30 or 24 with like 30 seconds left, and they throw the ball. Should have been plus 28, which was my lock of the week. They fucked us, ran the ball in at the like 7 seconds left. They run a handoff at like the 2-yard line instead of kneeing the ball. Total bullshit. But anyways, we're 7-2. Okay, 2-1 last week. We got a big week of college football here, folks. Big week here. Okay. Number 1, starting off, I like Oklahoma minus 14.5 against Cincinnati. Chase isn't going to like that one. I think Cincinnati is horrible, and I think Dylan Gabriel and Brett Venables in that Oklahoma offense is rolling. Give me Oklahoma, the Sooners, minus 14.5 on the road against Cincinnati. It's 14.5. That's what I got it at. Fix the graphic. Okay, second game here. Maryland minus 7.5. Minus 7.5 against Michigan State. At Michigan State got absolutely blitzed by a high-powered offense last week and Michael Penix and the Washington Huskies. Don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing Maryland and Washington's offenses, but Talia Tagovailoa, that offense of Maryland's going to put up some points. They put up a lot of points last week against Virginia. I like Maryland covering on the road 7.5 at Sparty. Sparty's in shambles right now with the Mel Tucker situation. Pick number 3 here, folks. Pick number 3. I haven't done it yet this year. I've been trying to stay away from it, trying to stay unbiased, trying to do it. The lock of the week here, folks. The lock of the week. Ohio State minus 3 on the road at Notre Dame is my lock of the week. The Buckeyes are going to cover this game. Okay, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a good game. But I like Ohio State on the road. I like Kyle McCord playing very well. I think Ryan's going to have a little bit more of a creative package on offense, letting loose a little bit more than we've seen in the previous 3 games. I like Ohio State -3.
All right. Matt with his Matt's picks and everything. Gonna get everybody out of this exit solo layout. Get Matt back on here. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Like I said, 7-2. We'll see what happens with your picks this week, and you put down a lot of bets for a lot of games. And now we're gonna make a lot of picks for a lot of games. We're gonna start right from the top. Florida State at Clemson. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Brady? Who's gonna win this game?
So this one's interesting. I mean, on paper, you gotta think Florida State. I mean, they've played so much better this year with the win over LSU and all. But this just recently, and Clemson just wins this game, so it's hard for me to pick this. Also, being at Clemson, I'm gonna pick Clemson in this game. I think it's gonna be 27-21 Clemson.
All right, Matt, who do you got?
Dude, I'm with Brady on this one. I really hope Clemson doesn't win. I just have a weird feeling about it. I think Clemson wins 31-24. So I'm taking Clemson.
All right. I will agree with you guys on this one. I think Clemson will win this game at home and, be a pretty close game. Not going to give any score predictions this week, but I'm going to take Clemson in this game. Next game, Matt already basically gave his pick, Oklahoma and all that, but, we don't have to go there. Brady, who do you have in this game?
I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
Good pick.
I'm assuming they're favored. I think they're favored by 14.5, 15.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
It was just my pick.
Yeah. You guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I just couldn't remember what you said.
You guys are terrible. You guys suck because I'm picking Oklahoma too. So
yeah, how'd you think I knew the spread? I was watching Matt's picks.
You better be.
He was. I'm picking Oklahoma too. Cincinnati. I don't think they're going to win this game. They put the ball in Emory Jones' hands to try to win the game. No, it's not going to work. All right, next game: Colorado, Oregon, Saturday 3:30 on ABC. I started off with Matt, but we're going to go with Brady here. Brady, what do you think?
I'm going with Oregon by quite a bit here. I'm not sure exact score. I'll give you my reasoning just real quick. Obviously, Colorado without their best player, it's going to be tough. One of the best players on both sides of the ball. And the fact that they're at Oregon and Autzen, and the talent level is not close. I'm sorry. Oregon just has the much better team. I also think Oregon has maybe the better quarterback, probably the more talented quarterback. But it's close quarterback-wise. I'm going to go Oregon 44-24, 20-point win.
You think Bo is more talented than Shedeur?
I do think Bo is more talented than Shedeur. I think Shedeur plays smarter, though. I think Shedeur – I would rather have Shedeur as Ohio State's quarterback, but I also think it's crazy that he's getting all this NFL draft hype. That's just a quick take. I do not think he's the number 3 quarterback in the NFL draft.
Well, 3 now. No, he's not 3.
That's where he's been being put lately. And I think Bo's probably top 5-ish. So, I just think Bo has a stronger arm, and he also has the better wide receiver 1 with Troy Franklin. So I think he'll outplay Shedeur in this game.
All right. Matt, what do you think?
I like the Ducks in this one. I think – been really struggling with the line too. It's Oregon -21. That's a lot of fucking points. I think Colorado probably covers. I think I'm going to take the Ducks.
Cool. There you go. Got the Ducks. I'll take the Ducks as well. We'll go another sweep with that. All right. UCLA and Utah. They are at Utah. UCLA has been pretty good. Matt, who do you got?
I'm going to take the Utes in this game. I'm going to take the Utes 28-24.
All right. Brady.
I'm going to take Utah as well. At Utah, it's going to be they always play good at home. I'll go 30-27. 3-point win.
All right. I will take my leading rusher prediction, and he will run away with this victory, and UCLA is going to win. Carson Steele will put the team on his back, and they will run through Utah and win this game.
Bruins.
There we go. The Bruins, man, believe it or not. This one should be interesting. Ole Miss, Alabama. Man, what do we got, Brady?
Yeah, so this is interesting. It's weird to pick. It's weird to pick when Alabama's number 13. I'm going to go I'm going to go Ole Miss. They should have won last year. One of like 5 losses Alabama should have had. Obviously, they only ended up with 2. But they had so many close games where like they would end up kicking a field goal or something. But I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I think Jackson Dart is the best quarterback in this game. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think Milroe's that bad. I think he's better than most people think. But I think I'd give the slight edge to Dart. And I just think their defense might have a better chance of stopping Alabama than Alabama has of stopping Ole Miss. And that's not saying Ole Miss's defense is better. That's saying Alabama's offense is just so bad. Like Tommy Reese is atrocious. So I'll go. I'll go 27-21, 6 points.
Cool, Matt.
I am taking the Running Rebels in this game. If I remember correctly, I picked Ole Miss to win the division. I got yelled at for that one on the show, but I'm going to take the Ole Miss Running Rebels. Ole Miss Running Rebels, 34-27. 34-27.
All right. I will be back on the side of agreeing with you guys. It's going to be weird seeing Alabama potentially with 2 losses in the month of September, but it happens. Trends are meant to be broken, and Alabama will be 2-2. So give me Ole Miss in this one. The game that Matt really doesn't care about, we're going to start off with him. Oregon State, Washington State, 7 o'clock Fox. Who do you got?
I would have taken the Beavers 37-0.
Holy shit. All right.
Well, I'm going to take Washington State just because he said that. I'm going to take Cam Ward and the Cougars. I'm going to take them 35-21, 14 points.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Washington State's going to come out and I think their crowd's going to play a big factor in this game, and I believe they'll get a victory. So I'll go Washington State as well. All right. Next game, Iowa versus Penn State, CBS Saturday night. All right, what do you got, Brady?
I don't know if Penn State's going to lose a wideout to a team that can't move the ball. So I'm going to go Penn State with Drew Aller playing a decent game. We'll go it's going to be low scoring, obviously, like 17-7.
All right, Matt.
I like Penn State 20-10.
Cool. I like Penn State too. So we'll give them Penn State. Another clean sweep in that one. And the big game of the night. You've got Ohio State, Notre Dame. Matt kind of gave his pick already, but Matt, give me your score.
I like the Buckeyes. I think it's a close game early. I like the Buckeyes 38-20 on the road. 38-20.
Wow.
All right. Brady, who do you have?
I don't have near that amount of confidence, if I'm being honest, in this win. If this was like a CJ Stroud-led Buckeyes team like last year, I would. This has been my score for a while now, 28-27 Ohio State, 1 point win. I just think I think they'll be up 27-21, and we'll get a touchdown some point in the fourth quarter, maybe with like 5 minutes left, and that'll just end the score. 1 point win, 28-27. I think Kyle will play solid. I think our defense will play pretty well for the most part. And yeah.
Yep. I'm going to do something I haven't done and cut to the chase history. Is pick against Ohio State. I think Notre Dame is going to get us. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do think Notre Dame might get us. And I don't know. Got Notre Dame.
What a fucking pussy. What a fucking
don't get me wrong. I want to win. I want us to win. I'm going to cheer for us to win.
What a fucking pussy.
Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. I don't know. That's the thing. It's good. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. Okay.
You definitely picked Georgia too, though. You said that. I think you picked Georgia to beat us. You said you hadn't picked again. I think you did. I picked Georgia.
You 100. I picked Georgia. Yeah.
The only team. Yeah, that's the only time I
okay.
picked against us on this.
Regular season game. Okay, fine. Regular season game. But no, I think Notre Dame's going to run the football decently. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Kyle McCord looked good against Western Kentucky, but I'm not sold. I'll just say it. I'm not.
He's gonna fucking sell your ass this week, buddy.
I hope he does. I hope he's good. I hope I'm incorrect, wildly incorrect, because I need some big wins in my life when it comes to my sports teams in 2023. Ain't the Bengals right now. Hopefully, it ends up being them here soon. But no, I'm gonna stick on that, and I think Notre Dame will win. But I will also be cheering for Ohio State very, very hard, and I. Hoping for a win there. So Matt, just actually, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I'll talk about it off camera. All right. That is the end of our show. Anybody got any final thoughts before we get on out of here?
Yes.
Oh God.
Go ahead, Matt.
Fuck Marcus Freeman. He's a fucking traitor. Talking shit about the Buckeyes. Okay, we gave him a loss last year at our house. Okay, now we're going to come kick his ass in his new house. All right? Fuck Notre Dame. Fuck Sam Hartman. Here come the Buckeyes.
All right.
I echo that. Yeah. I don't really have any else.
All right.
To
cool.
say.
Cool.
I agree.
Nice.
Wait, what was your score prediction, Chase?
I didn't give any score predictions this entire week. I think it's gonna be a lower scoring game though. But I'll say 21-17. It's gonna have to be Kyle McCord has to go down and score a touchdown, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
Thank you, Timothy. He said good show.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Timothy. Sorry for saying fuck you earlier.
Yeah, he said it. He said it to Chase too, and me a lot.
He says it to everybody. It's just how Matt is. Okay, it's size. But yep. For that being said, that's Matt Rick is down below, Brady King to my right, and I'm Chase Johnson. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, Ohio State gets a victory.